In this video, we'll show you how to prepare your label cut design for the Eclipse label finishing equipment. We'll start with the design file that includes both the print design and the cut guides. Our cut guides are all marked in magenta. In this case, we're using CorelDRAW, but the same principles apply if you're using, for example, Adobe Illustrator. Because we want to export the cut data, we ensure that Print and Export is enabled on this layer. We do not want to export the print design itself, so for this layer, Print and Export is set to Disabled. Next, we use the Opus plugin to set reg marks on the design. This adds 2 layers to our file. There is no need to change the default settings of these layers. We can now send the design to WinPlot. We see that only the exportable layers have been opened in WinPlot. This means we only see our cut guides and not the print design. From here, there are a couple of options to export the design in a format readable by the cutter. The first option would be to simply select Output to Opus Cutter. Using this method, we would need to set more of the parameters manually. The second and simpler option is to select one of the cut elements first, and only then output to Opus Cutter. This automatically sets some of the parameters to default values for us. Check the correct cutter is selected. In this case, only one cutter is connected and available. On the Selection tab, choose Color in Selection, which selects all of the cut lines of the same color. Under the Sorting tab, set the sorting mode to Least Media Movement, and check the object start point is always right. The file is now ready to send to the cutter. However, before we do this, it's important to ensure the cutter head on the machine is in the correct position. This should be in line with the registration mark along the direction of media movement, and offset by 1 cm to the right of it. This makes it easier for the sensor and cutter to correctly locate the registration mark when the machine starts. Returning to WinPlot, we now select Center Cutter, and we can see cutting is in progress. This concludes our overview of preparing your files for cutting. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Thank you.